Oh, shoot.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of How We Do It. Let's see what we got tonight. Hey, we got us a turkey. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I got my turkey out, looking beautiful. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna spatchcock this. That means we're gonna remove the spine and flatten out the turkey so that it cuts down on the cooking time. So I like to take some good kitchen scissors, kitchen shears, whatever you want to call them. I like to start up right here at the top and work my way down. All right, now we're gonna work on this other side. There you go, boom. All right, now that we got that spine out, I'm gonna take my knife and put a little slit right here on that breastbone. Then we're gonna flip it over, get them legs out, and we're gonna push down to where it's flat, just like that. We're gonna take these wings, we're gonna tuck those behind, and we're gonna put this on a sheet pan with a rack. I like to let it sit in the refrigerator for about a day, let that skin get nice and dried out. And remember, we're gonna let this go for a day. While that turkey's chilling out, I took 2 loaves of white bread and gave it a dice. We're gonna let this sit out for a day, let it get nice and dry. This is what's gonna be our dressing. I also made a compound butter. I added some salt, lemon pepper. I took 3 lemons and zested those, dropped that in. I also took some fresh oregano, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, some Slap Yo Mama seasoning, and some roasted garlic. We're gonna slather that turkey up with this tomorrow. For that dressing, we're gonna make us a turkey stock. I have a leftover turkey carcass from a couple of days ago we're gonna use. And I also got some celery, onions, and carrots we're gonna drop in. We're also gonna drop in some rosemary, thyme, and some oregano. Gonna drop that in. And we're gonna fill this up until it's completely submerged. We're also going to add some salt and some pepper. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. We're going to let it simmer for about 2 hours. Remember, during those 2 hours, come over, give it a little mix. Oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. While that's working out, we're gonna take some of this sage sausage. We're gonna brown that off in this pan. We're gonna put this in our dressing. Now that we got our sage sausage all browned up, we're gonna strain this off. Next thing I gotta do is saute 1.5 yellow onion and 4 stalks of celery. Give them a small dice. We're gonna saute that off until it's translucent. I also have some garlic oil right here. We're gonna drop in. And of course, we gotta add some salt and pepper. Now that I got my onions and celery nice and translucent, we're gonna transfer this into a bowl. Now I got a large container of baby bella mushrooms that I diced up medium. We're gonna drop that in with that oil and butter. And of course, got hit with some salt. And a little bit of pepper. And we're gonna cook this down so all those mushrooms release their moisture. Now that I got my mushrooms looking all beautiful, we're gonna drop these in the bowl also. Whoo! That turkey stock is looking beautiful. It's about that time. We're gonna strain it out and put it off to the side. Got that turkey stock all strained out. We got that sage sausage, the yellow onion, celery, and baby bella mushrooms. Got that mixture off to the side also. That's gonna be our dressing. We're not gonna use all this stock for that dressing. We're gonna keep some off to the side for next week for that leftover turkey video coming soon. We're gonna put these items into the refrigerator and then we'll work on our turkey and our dressing tomorrow. Hey, you beautiful people. Welcome back. It's the next day. We got that turkey out. As you can see, that skin dried out real nice. We're gonna take that compound butter. We're gonna go underneath that skin, loosen it up on them legs, them thighs, and them breasts. We're gonna take that compound butter and rub it all up in there. And then we're gonna take the rest of it and rub the outside. Look at that sexy turkey. We're gonna take some of that butter that we melted down and we're gonna inject these wings. After that, we're gonna drop it in the oven at 420 for about an hour. We're gonna check on it after that, see what the temp looking like. After about 30 minutes, I took that turkey and flipped it around. I forgot to mention, it's only about a 13-pound turkey, so it's not gonna take very long. For that dressing, I took that dried out bread from yesterday and I put it in a bowl with all those ingredients. That sage sausage, those yellow onions, celery, and baby bella mushrooms. I take some of that stock that we made, that turkey stock, and I pour it over the bread and I slowly mix it in. Once that's all incorporated, we'll take it over to our pan and heat it up. All right, this is what it looks like, all mixed up. Of course, you gotta give it a little taste. Don't have a whole lot of flavor like that, so we gotta add some salt, of course. And some pepper. And then I got some fresh oregano, thyme, rosemary. We're gonna sprinkle that in too. Not all of it. Oh, and also some fresh sage. We're gonna give this a mix and give it a taste. All right, this is what we're working with. It's that dressing. Gave it a taste. If you need to add more salt or some more herbs, do so. We're gonna wait till this turkey gets done. Then we're gonna drop this in the oven with some foil on top for about an hour. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and check the temp on this real quick. We're gonna go into the thickest part, right here in that breast area. Got that internal temp at 150. We're gonna probably let it go for another 3 minutes, and then we're gonna pull it out and let that carryover cook happen. Yeah, buddy. Hey, listen. Right. We're gonna cover this with foil, give it a little light tint, and let that sit for about 45 minutes. What I mentioned earlier about that carryover cook, you want to pull it just a little bit early from that 165 internal cooking temp. Once you pull it out, it's still going to continue to cook. So you're going to cover it with some foil and let it rest for about 45 minutes. We got that dressing covered up. We're going to drop that in the oven at 400 degrees for about an hour. And then we're going to take the foil off and let it cook off for another 15-20 minutes. Whoo, boy. Check out that turkey and that dressing. Looking delicious. You already know. Yep. For that dressing, I only used about 4 cups of liquid. Also cooked it off in the oven for about 45 minutes. And then I took that foil off and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Get a little crust on the outside, but it's still moist on the inside. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get some of this turkey. You see that right there? Juicy, flavorful. Yeah, buddy. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned.